The trials on the Moderna-developed coronavirus vaccination is showing promising results, and the stock is absolutely exploding. Get the details here on Trending Tuesday. Hey there and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacob Billett. I'm the CEO of Billett Enterprises, and today is a Trending Tuesday segment on my channel. So when there's something out there that can affect yourself as an individual or as a business, I like to cover that on my channel. If you are new here and if you do like this content, please consider subscribing to the channel and also, dropping your links or your thoughts in the comment box below on this video and let me know what you think. So anyways, we're going to be talking about the Moderna coronavirus vaccination that's currently in trials right now that is showing the developing of successful antibodies to fight against COVID-19. Now, I will be getting into the company stock information here a little bit later in this video. We're first going to kind of cover how the vaccination is doing under clinical trial right now, as well as, again, what's causing the stock to absolutely explode in these past few days. So now this is an article by CNN. Again, you can go a whole bunch of different sources for this information. I will drop a link of this source in the video description so you can go over and take a look at it yourself. But so it's really showing promising results. Again, as you know, the government has been looking for private enterprise and private and public enterprise to fight against the COVID-19. I actually did a video. Matter of fact, I'll put it in one of the tags in this video where the Etsy CEO was coming out and having everybody to stop production of what they're doing and try to develop masks and really kind of, have, private corporate America and the government working together to try to combat this and control this as much as possible. So there was a bunch of grant money thrown out. There was a bunch of programs out to have companies develop some kind of vaccine. And it looks like that this is the most promising vaccination so far. But again, there are a lot of logistical issues that we're going to run into. And so as of right now, with the stage of this testing, and we're going to go ahead and highlight some of the information in this article, even though it's showing successful right now in lab studies, you also have to have the human clinical trials, and then you have to think about the logistic requirements to be able to produce hundreds of millions or maybe even billions of doses of this vaccination to send out globally. And so we're going to kind of highlight some things. So again, the data is coming from their phase 1 clinical trial, which is focusing not only on it in a clinical setting, but also on a very select group of people. Now, again, it was an extremely small group of people. I think the group of people that they were doing this on was a group of 8. So again, I mean, that's a very limited data range, but it is something. And they were also doing fairly high dosages, which we're going to cover here. So the results of the study, again, now they're getting a good amount of money from the National Institute of Health, as well as other organizations that are coming in and funding this project. Moderna is based in Cambridge, Massachusetts. It's one of the 8 developers worldwide doing human clinical trials with a vaccine against the coronavirus. And that's according to the WHO. So matter of fact, so there's 2 others. So there's Pfizer and Innovio, which are in the United States. And there's 4 organizations working on it 4 companies working on it in China, and then another one in Britain. And so Moderna has vaccinated dozens of study participants, measured antibodies in 8 of them. Okay, so they did have the study with more than 8 people, but only measured the antibodies in 8. And so there were more than 8 quote-unquote test subjects, but they only measured the antibodies in 8 of them. And they were showing, and this is pretty neat, is that with this vaccination, it was actually causing the human body to create antibodies just like somebody who has been infected with the virus. And again, you develop the antibodies, your body fights it off, you're healthy, you move on until you get sick again. So the bodies are developing the antibodies to fight against COVID-19, which is, that's what they're trying to do here. And so neutralizing antibodies bind to the virus, disabling it from attacking your human cells. So it's not allowing, again, the virus to go in and to attack the healthy cells, spread, replicate, and then cause major sickness. And so this is a quote from the lead researcher, which is Zach's. We've demonstrated that these antibodies, this immune response can actually block the virus, Zach said, and this is a direct quote. Quote, I think it's a very important first step in our journey toward having a vaccine. A vaccine specialist who's not involved with his work said the company's result is great. It's fantastic. So it shows not only did the antibody bind to the virus, but preventing the virus from infecting the cells. A member of NIH panel said, and it's setting the framework for more vaccine studies in the United States. And so now they're going to be moving into phase 2. I'll probably do another video during phase 2 and kind of giving an update on this. And we're going to look at kind of the business results of this. While the vaccine has promising results in the lab, it is not known if it will protect people in the real world. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has cleared the company to begin phase 2 trials, which typically involve several hundred of people. Again, like I was talking about with phase 2, with a larger group. And Moderna plans to start large-scale clinical trials known as phase 3 trials in July. These typically involve tens of thousands of people. So there's going to be multiple phases. However, even if this does exist, again, you have to look at the logistic requirements to get this put out to as many people as humanly possible. And so again, even if, and this, you can watch it, there is a video on the site as well that you guys can watch. They're not looking at, even if everything goes perfect, this works, this is within the realm or margin of error, because again, there's always a margin of error regardless. If this becomes something that can successfully fight COVID-19, it is going to take months and months and months to get this out there. So again, even in a perfect world, if this works, they are not looking at having this being available until January or February of next year. So again, this is great. This is great news. This is extremely fast. This is an extremely, extremely fast operation. So they're going to try to, have the lowest margin of error as possible. But again, there is huge demand, and everybody's looking at organizations like this to fix this problem. And so, again, there's a bunch of other great data in this. Matter of fact, January, the director of National Institute for Allergy and Infectious Diseases said it would take about 12 to 18 months to get the vaccine to the markets. Zach said he agrees with that estimate, but he wants to put a delivery date between January and June of next year. So January to June is what Zach is predicting. A lot of people are saying that they're going to start try and make it available between a January to February type of time frame. But again, with the lead researcher, Zach is saying somewhere between January and June. And so that is the timeline here. So let's go ahead and take a look at Moderna stock here. So as you guys can see, we're going to go ahead and take a look now. This is the 6-month graph here. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and let's see if I can't get a larger graph here for you guys. All right, so here we are the past 6 months. We were trending about around $19 to about $20. And then again here in February, we saw a bit of a spike. Now, the reason why it was trending at $19 is that they were trying to raise more money. So they did what's called an offering. And so they were offering this stock at $19 during this time. I believe they raised about $500 million during that offering. And you can see, again, during this time with the COVID issue, you have seen this stock absolutely explode. And so if you look at its 1 month trending right now, we're going from back April 20th at $51.69. Again, huge uptick from $20. And now, as of today, as of this morning, which is 10:24 Eastern Daylight Time, we are looking at this stock at $78.50. It is down 1.88% for the day. But again, we are going to see that trend up. And so again, the stock is absolutely exploding. $29.13 billion market cap. Again, 52-week low on this stock, which is the yearly low. the low within a year is $11.54, and the 52-week high is $87. And so again, this would be a great stock to go in and invest in, because again, if this goes through all the phases, it gets approved, it becomes something that is going to be nationally viable, this stock is absolutely going to explode. And so that is something that is, especially for the investors in my channel, that is something that you should definitely be following very, very closely. And so again, that is how the company is doing stock-wise. I will also put a link to the stock ticker. You can look at it through Google. You can look at it through Yahoo Finance, whatever, or you can pull it up on your broker site and pull up the ticker symbol and take a look at this. Is something that you may want to invest in. And so again, this is Trending Tuesday. My name is Jacob Billett. I'm the CEO of Billett Enterprises. If you guys have any questions or if you have any thoughts on this, good, bad, indifferent, any feedback for me on this video, let me know. Take a look at the stock. Let me know what you think about not only the company but the antivirus that they are trying to create. Now, do you think Moderna is going to get it when it comes to a government contract? Do you think Moderna is going to get it, or do you think that larger companies that are developing their own vaccination, are they going to get this contract? Because that would absolutely kill the future of this company exploding off of being the primary dispenser of this vaccine. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will catch you all later. Have a good one.